We are in open session, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, we're going to move into another area right now. And
Witness, this is again to let you, as you probably were following the discussions, we're now in the public session. Can the reminders that be careful what unexpected answers you give to counsel who ask you questions beyond the clear questions, clear answer to the questions they've asked. Try not to again inject your personal identifying information or information that are unique to you in an unexpected way in your answers. Thank you. Mr. Khan, please proceed.
Witness, you gave evidence to the prosecution regarding your knowledge of politics in Kenya, and I want to ask you some questions about some personalities that are well known in Kenya on the political scene. You know Charity Nigilu, don't you?
I know her.
She's a Kamba, is that right?
Yes.
And Musalia Mudavadi, he's a Luya, is that right? These individuals were involved in the No campaign, the No referendum campaign of 2005, is that correct?
Yes.
And they were joined, were they not, by Uhuru Kenyatta, who was also part of the No campaign, is that right?
Yes.
He's a Kikuyu.
Yes.
Have you heard of Paul Mute?
Yes.
He's a Kikuyu, is he not?
Yes.
And Mumbi Garu, also, you've heard of that person?
Yes.
Also a Kikuyu?
Yes.
Counsel, don't forget the spellings.
Yes. Charity Nigulu, N-G, it's on record, I'm told. Musalia Mudavadi, it's on record.
Those we have, yes.
Okay, Joseph Nyaga. Do you know Joseph Nyaga?
Yes.
The name is N-Y-A-G-A-H. Is that right?
It's called Nyaga.
He's a Kikuyu.
Yes.
Paul Mute, M-U-I-T-E, for the court record. And you also mentioned Mumbi Garu, and for the court record, not for you, witness, the spelling is N-G-A-R-U. Now, these were all Kikuyus involved in the put another way, Uhuru Kenyatta, Mumbi Garu, and Paul Mute were all Kikuyus involved in the No campaign. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Joseph Nyaga, he's from the Mbere, the Bere ethnic group. And Nagaya is N-Y-A-G-A-H. Bere is M-B-E-E-R-E. Is that correct? They were all part of the No campaign.
Yes.
And you spoke also regarding somebody that you referred to as Mugambi Manyara. Do you remember that? To the prosecution. You were talking about the role of Mugambi Manyara.
Yes.
And you spelled his name when you gave evidence. I won't repeat it. But in fact, his name is Imanyara, isn't it? With an I. It's not Manyara as you spelt it. It's Imanyara.
Imanyara.
Am I right?
Yes.
And contrary to what you told the prosecution in your statement at paragraph 34, he was not a simple advisor to the party. These are your words, Mr. Witness. He was not a simple advisor to the party. In fact, he was the chairman of the ODM legal team. Was he not?
He was a legal advisor.
And he in fact attended ODM strategic team meetings during the 2007 election campaign. Is that right? Or do you not know?
He attended.
Mr. Imanyara is a Meru, is that right?
Yes.
Tony Gachoka, you've heard of him, have you?
Yes, about of him.
He's a Kikuyu?
Yes.
And he was in charge of the communications and protocol during the 2007 election campaign, is that right?
Presidential.
During the 2007 election campaign, do you know if he was involved in the election campaign, presidential election campaign, or do you not know?
He was.
Do you know if he later on was involved in the Prime Minister's, Raila Odinga's, personal office?
He was in the office of the Prime Minister.
And Tony Chege, also a Kikuyu, as part of the 2007. You've heard of him?
No.
Tony Chege, head of campaign finance. So moving on to Mumbi Garu.
Is Chege spelled right?
C-H-E-G-E. Thank you, Your Honor. C-H-E-G-E. So you don't know about Tony Chege. Let me see if you know about Mumbi Garu. Do you know what she was doing in the elections of 2007?
She was coordinating Central Region.
Do you know what her position now? Okay. Have time, don't we? You're not aware that at the moment her position is a nominated representative of ODM to the East African community. You aware of that or not? Did you answer, witness? She is the ODM nominated MP to the East African Assembly in Arusha, the Republic of Tanzania. Are you aware of that or not, witness?
I am aware.
Your Honor, can I ask, how long do we have? Because I'm now going to another area.
It's until 1 o'clock.
Your Honor, in that case, it would probably be convenient to break now, if the court is so minded, because it's a new area, and I would hate to have to break in the middle of it.
Fair enough. The small matter of Tony, is that with an I or with a Y?
With a Y, T-O-N-Y.
Fair enough.
And Your Honours, perhaps the final 2 minutes we could do some spellings as well. I think Mugambiru, I say this from recollection, there's a few spellings that could be tidied up on the record.
Do we know what those are? Have we used those names in the past? I know there was a slew of names, some of which we've encountered before, others not. Maybe Mr. Moffat, if you can offer some assistance, if you can, for the record, or...
Your Honour, the names, apart from the ones that Your Honour guided me to spell, have been mentioned previously in these proceedings. As far as I was aware, I thought the ones that had not come up before had been spelled. But, Your Honour, I'm very happy if in the break the court transcriber has any difficulties. I'm happy to give the correct spellings, so not to waste court time.
That would be that's a very good offer of assistance there.
Grateful.
Let us then bring the blinds down and let the witness out, and then the court would adjourn.